Hello, good afternoon, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world right now. Well, I'm glad everyone is in all here today. So my name is Dennis. Actually, I'm signing in from Toronto, Canada. Well, hope everyone stay healthy, stay safe at your home right now. Today, I'm very so happy that I can be the host for tonight because what happened is the special speaker I'm going to bring out tonight, he really inspired me and actually become my mentor and become a GPS in this platform. Well, I wish everyone will pay extra attention tonight because whatever the speaker going to tell us, what we're going to do in this 2 months, it really might change our life in the rest of my life. And there will be a Q&A session at the end. So make sure if you have any question, you can write down on the chat. We're going to answer your question as much as we can. Also, well, the special speaker for tonight, actually, he's a very successful entrepreneur, and he has been in many different business, like real estate business, furniture retail business, and actually he's also an auctioneer. Well, around 10 years ago, he and his few of his friends, started a project. Actually, that project become a billion-dollar company. And right now, he has been helping many people around the world, including myself, and he's so passionate. Well, tonight we are honored that he can be our special speaker. Without further ado, I would like to introduce our special speaker for tonight, Mr. Samson Li from California. Hello, Samson.
Hello, Dennis. Thank you. Thank you for the wonderful introduction. How are you doing?
Well, I'm very good. Thank you so much. I'm glad that I can be the host tonight and you'll be my mentor. You changed so much my life. Well, I wish that we're going to have all this, pay extra attention, what you're going to explain to us tonight.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Well, thank you, Dennis. Well, hello, everybody out there. This is Samson from Los Angeles, California. Definitely, I want to thank Dennis and Angie to help us put together this webinar. Like Dennis said, for those of you who are new, I started with this platform, 10.5 years ago, and very fortunate that through hard work that the business just literally took off around the world. Both the company and many of us in the field, we work very hard. It's been a dream come true, and my passion is that more and more of you can acquire what you want. So tonight, I'd like to share some ideas and some thoughts how to make some money in Jeunesse. So it's very exciting. For me, making money is very exciting. Like Dennis says, I've been a business owner for so many years. Not that I love money, but actually I found that I enjoy the process of challenging myself, the process of learning and unlearning and really achieving something. So, it's changed my life. Like I said, today, the information I'm going to share with you, I believe it will be very important, and I hope that maybe you can reflect and think about all that I'm going to share. So here we go. I'm going to go ahead and share the PowerPoint, and we'll talk about taking action in May and also in, here we go. Let me try again. In May and June of this year, 2022. Here we are. So. Anyway, as I was putting this presentation together for all of you out there, I was thinking, one of the most important things in life is to take action, right? If you want something, you got to take action. You cannot just think about it. It's not like you're going to open the door, it's going to be at your doorstep. So, but what does that mean? What I found is that over the years and reflecting in my own life, when I was, working hard in real estate, and a few years later in my furniture business, in 10 years, I started 3 stores, invested millions of dollars, and then made money and lost money. And then I got out of that industry and got into the auction industry. But I realized that one thing is that, most of us go through life, and I don't know, some people have a very aggressive attitude to achieve something in their life, to create something, or they know where they're going. They have some clarity. Other people, I was among most of the people where I kind of just glide along in life, wherever came. But I didn't, as I reflect back, when I was young, I was not mature enough to take things seriously. You see, we all say we want things, but it's the attitude that we go about it. that makes a difference, because the attitude, if you go along with the right attitude mindset, you will take action, because you start to feel, you feel the urgency, the desire, the many things that come along with if success, that's what you want, right? So today we're going to talk about action, action, action. Now, it's funny that we talk about it now, because most of the world is locked down, right? What did they say about 4 to 5 billion people around the world because of what's happening, and they're locked down and cannot go anywhere. It's a little bit chaotic, and it's the first time in the history of the world that this crisis, not only the pandemic, but the economic crisis that's happening, is happened. Everybody stopped around the world. This is the first time ever in the history of human being. So then, but if that was the case with most of the world locked down, how do we take action? Well, many of us are. One thing about being an entrepreneur is that we have to be creative. We have to be resourceful. We have to ask the right question. We have to solve problems. And there we will find the way to move forward. And it's happening. In Jeunesse, people are doing so many Zoom webinars. They're doing so many online events. It's good. Some people say, oh, it's too many. But you know what? What we're doing is way better than just watching the news, because the news, they're going to report the same thing every day. And the more you watch it, the more time you spend in those things, the more it becomes a reality in your mind. And that's the problem. So let's talk about taking action today. What can we do? If we want to get somewhere, I mean, especially now, of course, I'm in the US. They say over 20 million people are unemployed. So that's a very big number. A lot of people don't know what to do, or don't even know if they go back to work, if there's a job for them, because there's no demand. So, but for us, a home-based business, or it's actually funny, because when people say home-based, well, it is home-based, but we are global-based, right? Because the internet, there's no borders. So how to take the action? Well, it depends on what you want. What do you want? That is the question. Now, this picture I found was very powerful, very interesting, because, in life, if we were going to grow, how we are grounded, the things we learn in life, the habits, the upbringing, and all those character, values, those are like the roots. And the roots, as we grow, produce fruits. So, but it all depends, though, on the roots. And the root of what we want, though, if we want the life, if you decide that you want a good life, the question is, what kind of good life, right? Another question is, how are you going to live it? Where are you going to live it? What are you going to be doing? What is your purpose? What is your mission? What makes you happy? Well, what is your why, right? That's the ultimate question. What motivates you? I was on a call a little bit earlier, right before our current webcast, where people share their stories and how they went from the average person to somebody who's very, very successful, change their life, the life of their kids, and their living situation, the outlook they have now. They've traveled the world because of our platform. They have achieved something. But as I listen to so many stories, what is clear to me is that in the journey, well, we don't know at the beginning. We might have a slight idea, but let me tell you, the more you think about it, the deeper it is, the stronger your own motivation, the more powerful the urgency that's within you, the hunger that will feed your action. Those things. What if you don't succeed? What is it going to cost you? How are you going to live with the pain of not being able to change if you do have a pain? But when I was in my furniture business, when business was no good, I was like tight. It was like a straitjacket to me. My hands were tied. I couldn't do anything. My cash flow was very low. I couldn't invest in advertising. I was just sitting there at the store waiting for customers to come in. I really felt trapped in the situation, even though I lost money and then I closed the store. Well, after that, I felt I was free. Oh my gosh, you know what? I felt like I could do anything, a new direction for me. But I still owe some money. So I went to look for more opportunity. So the thing is, if you were in a situation, whatever that is, in life, in career, or the whole thing that's happening now around the world, what is your why? What motivates you to take some action? right? What are some of the pain? What are some of your concerns? Okay, look in your heart more than your head. All right. So, well, a lot of it also, what do you want depends on what your beliefs are. Actually, there's many kinds of beliefs. Okay, there's our religious belief, our spiritual beliefs, our values, our beliefs. But you know what's the most important is about believing in yourself and about, if you do love yourself or not. A lot of people lack that, and that affects in your decisions about how you live your life and what you want to get out of it. So you want to think about that a little bit. When I was struggling, I had an opportunity. I mean, well, when I was struggling, how was I struggling? Well, I was living in an apartment, and just at the time I was an auctioneer. My first job as an auctioneer, uh, I, I worked 3 hours, make 125 US dollar. That's good, but the problem was that it was only once a week. So it was good, but not good. And at the time, obviously, I had a lot of time. So one exercise that I invented for myself was really, I sat there and thought, I have an opportunity to do whatever I want. I have the time. What am I going to do? How am I going to live? What kind of life I want? So I closed my eyes, imagine myself in a blank room, all white, and whatever's in that room is going to be my life. So I just sat there and thought, and you know what? At the end of the day, we all want a happy life. So I just thought, what makes me happy? So when you think about that, and when you have the time to really sit down in silence and think about that, it's very interesting. Things come to your mind. What makes us happy? So at that time, the three things came to me very clearly. And I remember, for example, my grandmother, my father's mom, and she babysat me when I was a little boy in Hong Kong. And she always said that, when I was little, I went around in the garden talking with other kids. And she thought, Samson's would be a businessman. He likes to socialize. I thought, oh, that's very interesting. So yeah, you know what? And she's right. In a way, what I'm interested in is not about the socializing, but I'm interested in people. I like to find out about people because at that time, when I was 40 years old, 30 something, 40, I already knew that, we can learn a lot from other people. We learn from other people. So they're mirrors to ourselves and we can learn from them. And that's when I thought, yeah, people makes me happy. I believe in the positive side of people. I believe in the light of people. Well, another thing that makes me happy was music. I used to play piano, classical piano for many years. I spent a lot of times, and when you do the things you love, look, if it's music or it's sports, you're in like a zone, right? When you're in it, you're like in a different reality. Your blood's flowing, your thoughts are different pattern or no pattern, you're free thinking, and you're getting a lot of benefits physically, mentally, spiritually, etc. through the activity that you love. So when I play music, I'm like zone out. I'm in like a different dimension. I enjoy that. It makes me happy. Brings me special feelings, okay? It inspires me, right? So, and then another thing that, the third thing and the final thing that makes me happy is freedom. Now, we're not going to talk any politics here today, but I believe that most of us, if not all of us, enjoy freedom. So at the time, I'm like, okay, I want my life to be happy, with the foundation of, doing something music, being around people, learning from other people, and also have freedom. And I thought, well, you know what? Freedom, I would love to go shopping and don't worry about the price. I would love to go on vacation and just have the best vacation ever. Whatever I desire, I can do. And well, sometimes that costs money most of the time. So at that time, that was the life that I thought my foundation, those are things that I want in my life, okay? And it's built about my own belief, on my own culture, because all those relate to how I grew up. So you can think for yourself, what are your goals? What are your goals? The things that you want to accomplish? And, nowadays I have a couple of kids. My goal is to make sure they're set up, that they will be able to have all the opportunities in the world, that they can grow up to be very good citizens, that they have a good, good values, and then learn how to live a good life for themselves. So that's one of my goals, for example. And I'm very fortunate to be successful and able to support them in whatever they do. And then, well, if we decided what we want, our goals, based on the reasons why we want to change, and it's within our own beliefs, how do we get started? How do we take action? How do we take action? Well, knowing that, thoughts creates emotions, and it's through emotions that, triggers your action, your specific action. That's actually how our brain works. So you know what? We got to develop ourselves. We got to have that self-awareness, what we need to do. It's important to know clearly what you want, okay? And I say this because a lot of the times as I travel the world, people ask me, how do I get motivated? Well, as you can see on the slide, I do talk about motivation. I know all of you may be reflecting on what I'm saying. Thoughts are coming to your mind. You're getting motivated. You're getting excited. There's that tremor of energy building up because you know what I'm talking about. You know what? Motivation doesn't come from anybody but yourself. So through this exercise, through these questions I ask you, you will be able to motivate yourself. And you want to do that every day, write down those questions and ask yourself every day. A bit of self-awareness helps a long way to become successful. So how to get started? Well, many of you have seen some of my social media posts where the mindset plus a skill set plus a platform, it creates success. That's right. But the most important ingredient is you, okay? You have to have the right mindset, the right skill set, and if you're working in the right platform, whatever business it is, you can create the success. So if we're aware, okay, this is not like it's not like the Bible to success, but this is just to raise your awareness of some of the very basic ideas of what creates success, right? So what is the right mindset? Well, you have to have it. So a lot of times, especially every our action starts, remember, from our thoughts, right? Leads to emotion, leads to action. To have the right mindset, which I misspelled. Okay, I gotta correct that. We gotta unlearn and relearn to be successful. Okay, so I spent many years listening to some of the most successful people in the world, or the people that teach us success, such as Jack Canfield, Tony Robbins, Jim Rohn, Les Brown, Zig Ziglar, many other people. And now there's even more mentors out there for you, right? And then we're fortunate to have some of the most successful people in our platform. I try to tell you, a lot of my mindset, I learned from some of the most successful people in our platform. It's not a matter of who's diamond. It's a matter of who carries that energy, that vibe, that has the vibe, that has the it factor for success. And I'm trying to figure them out. I'm trying to learn from them. We should all do that because that's how we can excel the fastest, okay? So the mindset plus skill set, we have to unlearn a lot of bad habits, okay? Some skills are transferable to our industry. If you already know how to do marketing, all right, or you have the idea what marketing is, you ever done it, you know what? You can apply some of that here. And it will make a difference. But other things, if you are an accountant, well, this business is not about accounting. But the skill of accounting, knowing the numbers, knowing where they come from, the idea that you need to know where the numbers come from because you're in a business, it helps a lot. So some of the things you have to unlearn and then relearn the process. It's almost like if we were talking about Zen, well, some people see that cup half full or half empty. I say that to unlearn and relearn, it's like a cup of tea. You have to pour all of it out before you can fill it with anything. If you fill it with water and you still have a little tea in, it still is tea rather than water, pure water. So what I mean by unlearn and relearn, you get the idea. You gotta reset all that, okay? So another thing is, with the right platform, you want to maximize your potential in platforms. Somebody asked me, Business Partners Day, she asked me, so what's the difference between our platform and somebody else's platform? You know what? One of the questions, we talk about facts. Yeah, there's not many platforms that can reach in 100+ countries. not many at all. That's what's unique. And also, we make the business unique. The people that's in the business makes it unique because it's not money or the platform that generates money. It's the people, the idea, the creativity, the inspiration, the motivation, the hard work, the stories that creates that excitement for success. And that makes this business very exciting, okay? I don't know any platforms out there where you can invest so little money and have such huge potential and scalability. It doesn't exist except in our industry. So let's talk about skill set. Because a skill set, we need to have some foundational skills. So we gotta learn to invite, share the opportunity. But part of inviting, it is about finding out what the other person wants. Okay. Many years ago, I was listening to Zig Ziglar, and I highly recommend all of you to look him up because he is one of the most amazing storytellers I know. I mean, it gets to the heart with he uses the most simple language. He calls third grade and the first quarter of English language at elementary school. He uses that level of language to express his thoughts and tell the stories, and all his stories just hits the heart. Highly encourage all of you to look him up. He said, you know what, instead of selling, start helping. So the difference is this. Look, if we know what it takes to share the business, and share the product, share the opportunity, right? At the same time though, we have to find out what the other person wants. First, you got to know who you're talking to before you would even know what to say to them. Right? This is one of those foundational skills. So this is a people skill. If it's a challenge to you, if you're introvert, yeah, you know what? But just, you got to do it. Because when you do it, you get better and better and better. And when you have your first invite and they're open, they're looking to you to help them change their situation, they'll be thankful. Those are the people you want to look for, okay? And then, to showcase the business, learn how to do that. We have PowerPoints, we have leaders to train people all over the world. So another way is to overcome objection when they have questions. How to answer them, the feel, felt, found. I know how you feel. I felt the same way. This is what I found. So you can express from your point of view what you saw, that you can relate to them. It's not, when you sit down to talk to somebody, it's not like you're gonna fight them. No, you will never inspire or motivate anybody when you do that. But rather, you're gonna be on the same side as they are. You're gonna help them, remember? So then, learn how to enroll them, the system, key in. We just, for example, launched a new system in Canada in our platform. And so all our Canadian partners, they're getting used to the new enrollment process, okay? Next, learn to promote the next event. That's a big part of marketing. Actually, if you look at all the business out there, okay, what they do is they go from event to event to event to event, right? Nowadays, everybody's at home shopping. Amazon is sending me emails about, what's those sales or particular item. Costco is doing that. All the department stores are doing that. They're creating events. So how they promote it, what's so excited about it, what's the idea, what's so important about them, that's what you want to relate. So learn how to promote. The edification and learning to promote is one of the keys in the whole business. Many years ago, when I first started in the industry, I heard somebody say on stage, if you fail everything else, but you know how to edify, do the edification, promote properly, you still can be successful at this business. Is that important of a skill? So edification, promoting is, like I said, it's about, expressing what's important about this person. It's what's important about this event, that what they can get out of it, what you have gotten out of it. Say good things about it, put it on a pedestal. Learn to do that, and we have online training for that. Knowing the rules of the game is very important. That's one of the foundational skills. We have quite a few things, because look, not everybody wants to quit their job, right? Not to be a millionaire. Some people, they're happy where they are. What can you do? So not everybody will say yes to you. That is for sure, right? Not everybody have time, right? And however the universe works, however the timeline works, right? Some people are ready, some people are not. So know the rules of the game, how to deal with that yourself. And then the last thing is, one of the foundational skills is teach and coach others what you know. Once you are getting some traction, how to do that. Teach and coach others. So that takes a bit of learning, a lot more personal growth, but because to coach somebody, you have to be ready. You got to know it. You got to have that people skill. You know who makes the most kind of money in our industry? Is teachers, because they share the ideas, and that's what we do in our team. Okay, so now, one of the most important skill, and the last skill I'm going to talk about today, it is about leverage. Okay, leverage is one of the best practices out there, and these are some of the best practices of leveraging. You want to leverage leadership, because other people have other business partners and leaders. Maybe they have been in the business longer than you, so they do maybe know more than you, have more experiences. You got to leverage them. What I mean is follow them, listen to them, watch them, learn from them, observe them, even model them, pretend you are them. The energy, the words, the expressions, learn. That's how you start to open up and develop yourself. Behind every successful leader, behind that success, there's always a very interesting story in the background. Learn what that is. You want to work with people who are proven. Another thing is that we can sometimes leverage the leadership in the company. A lot of the managers and people who work very hard, it's a job to them. Look for the people that have the passion, right? And they would love to help you. So know who to work with. If you don't, ask the leaders or business partners in your team. I'm sure they can point you the right way. So instead of you going out doing all those things, or going out do things that you don't know what you're doing, learn from others, okay, and let them guide you. Be open to that. Be coachable. Next is to leverage tools. So one of the things is how a lot of people, they don't know how to share, right? So we have tools such as webinars and videos, and on social media posts, or brochures that we have, PDF files that we can send over the internet nowadays, even from a phone or tablet. It's so easy. So learn to leverage those. So the tools and the events. The event is a tool. This training is a tool for you to leverage. So instead of you training, maybe you're just starting. If you have team members who are new, well, get them on the training. You don't have to train. We train for you. I train for you, right? So these conferences and local events are very important. So leverage online training and opportunity showcased by the team and the company. All right. So we are all going online right now in this time of Corona. All right. So the other thing is, make sure you leverage the tools when you share videos, pictures, websites, social media posts, USGS YouTube channel, and etc. So that instead of you talking, explaining all that, let the tools work for you. Many years ago, I just thought, what, that's right. Now, and this was a challenge for me at the beginning, because for sure I know how to talk. I was in real estate. I was in the retail business. I know how to talk. I was the boss. I know how to talk. I'm an auctioneer. I know how to talk very fast. But the whole key is, instead, imagine you're Batman, Robin, or Batgirl. You have that utility belt, all those tools. You just need to use the right tool at the right time. You got it? That's actually how it works. And the more you do that, the easier the business is, and you will find it's less stressful. And actually, you know what? If you do that, other people see you doing that. They will see that, what? It is an easy business, okay? Make it easy for yourself. People will see it as an easy business for them too. I never realized that, So, and of course, one of the most important thing is to leverage a business partner, right? So whenever you have question, when let's say, your new person has a question, make sure that you get your business partner involved, where somebody with more experience, more knowledge, okay? find at least 3 people in your group that, you know, overrides you, that can help you. Get their phone number, get their name, get their time to help you. All right. I would say, you know, many years ago when I was new to the industry, is that I see, you know, we were having a hotel meeting after meeting after meeting, and Kim Hui used to say, you know, more meeting mean more money. Great, I'm going, okay? But I see other people make a lot more money than me, right? So I said, okay, more meetings mean more money, the 5 M's. So what does that mean? I come, but I'm not as fast as others. You know why? Because I was doing it by myself. I invited people, but I was the only one talking to them. I didn't, you know, have my sponsor or other people to help me. I didn't let them do that. It's not that I didn't realize I did not let them do that. Versus, if you want it bad enough, the best practice is to ask somebody to come and let's talk it out. It's through that where you will learn even faster. I remember the first time Kim ever did a one-on-one talk at a coffee shop for me. She didn't even talk about the company or the product. By the time, you know, she spent 20 minutes talking with my friend, and then Kim left, my friend asked me, so how do you start the business? I was so shocked because, you know, sometimes it's not about those things. Sometimes it's about trust. Sometimes it's about, you know, what the person needs. So it's something that, you know, I would highly encourage all of you to leverage. So today, you know, one of the things I want to impart on you, you know, this is just the beginning. I know we're taking a bit of time, but I'm going to go through very fast. That right now in May and June, globally in Jeunesse, we have the Diamond Vision promotion. So this is an incredible promotion that anybody can hit and make money. They make it available to all the ranks, okay, except for double diamonds and up, okay, diamonds and up. It's up to all of you. Okay, and there's a chance to make a lot of money, 20,000 if somebody hits diamond with enough sales volume. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to go over it briefly. The details, you can go to your back office under the promotion, okay, on the home page of the back office, under promotions, you can click on that and click on Diamond Vision, select the language, and you will get the information in detail. So don't panic if you don't see everything right now, okay? So the Diamond Vision is for May and June. This is your chance to make some serious money, all right? And I hope that you all take making money seriously, as a matter of fact. Okay, so so earning up to $20,000 US dollar in these 2 months. So the whole key is it's very simple. You follow the compensation plan. Rank by rank, plus the second qualification is your sales volume. The rank you start at is the rank you are paid at. So all you have to do is click on the Diamond Vision promotion report to take a look at what rank you started at, okay? So as you go up the rank, the requirement, the qualification is the rank plus the personal group volume. And again, it starts at your pay rank as of April 30th, 11:59 p.m. this year. It ends at 11:59 p.m. Eastern time on June 30th. Eastern time is home office time, HQ time in Orlando, Florida, okay? Now, so as you go up the rank, look, if you become executive, when you sponsor one distributor left and right minimum or more, and the group, your personal sponsorship and the people below them, total 250 in PGV, personal group volume, 2 months, okay, not 1 month, 2 months, it'll make extra $75 in addition to the commission. For example, it's so easy. If you sign up 3 people in basic package, you're already done, okay? So 3 people, 1 on one side, 2 on the other, each basic package is 100 points, you're already done. Or you sign up 2 people, 100 points on basic package. If one of them go outside another basic package, that's 300 points in your personal group volume, you get the $75 already. So as you go out, work your way and grow your business, as more people come in and buy packages. All the points are attached to the packages. You can achieve Jade, and you have 750 personal group volume. And you, as Jade, you earn your first level matching. All your level ones, you can match them, 20%. You can make 200 extra US dollar. Let's keep going. Pearl, 2,500 PGV, $800. Sapphire, 4,500 PGV. Now this is in 2 months' time again. All right, that's $1,500. So I will describe a little bit to you on the slides coming up. Okay, so here's 3 more ranks. Sapphire 25, 10,000 PGV, 3,000 US dollar. Sapphire 50, that means you cycle 50 times a month, per month. Okay, now promotion's 2 months, but within 1 month you have to cycle 50 times, and by the end of the period, 15,000 personal group volume, earn $4,000. Sapphire 100 Elite, okay, cycle 100 times per month again. So either you cycle 100 times in May or 100 times in June, with a total of 25,000 personal group volume in this 2 months, that's $6,000 you can earn. Let's keep going. For those of you who are Pearl or Sapphire and want to jump up to Ruby, here's your chance in 2 months to do it. Okay, personal group volume 75,000 in 2 months total. And cycle 200 times a month, either May or June. You're gonna hit $10,000 extra. That's a lot of money. That's like that's good lockdown money. Okay, so 175,000 personal group volume. And when you hit Emerald, that's 500 cycles. You have to cycle a month, either in May or in June. You're gonna earn $15,000. So hit 1,000 cycles a month, either in May or June, with 350,000 PGV. You're gonna hit 20,000 US dollar. That is big money. Okay, so it's available all over the world in all the regions. It's huge. Okay, so these are some of the here's a list of the bonuses you can earn. I would look definitely at the details for the rules and regulations of the promotion. So you should read it. Make sure that all your volume, the personal group volume, comes from at least 3 to 4 teams. So in your downline, so if you have sponsored, for example, 12 people, that means you have 12 different teams or 12 different legs. So you got to spread the volume minimum over 3 to 4 legs. Okay. So that all this you can find in the back office. So those of you who are very new, these slides describe what it takes to become executive. The slide, like I mentioned, one on the left, one on the right, each buy at least, I would say for me, the strategy would be at least basic pack or more. For me, I like to do at least Supreme or Jumbo or Ambassador pack when somebody's signing up for the business. And the reason is because the more products they have, the more product they'll use, the more product they can share, or the more product they can rotate, let other people borrow. Okay, and then when the other person get their product, they give it back to them. That's how it works. So how to be Jade is when you either have 4 executives, or the second way is you have personally sponsored 8 people. So if you look at the detail here, it's all here for you. I highly encourage you, if you're serious about this contest, make sure you download the PowerPoint and study it, and then work with your upline leader so you don't make a mistake. Okay. So Jade, for example, when you have 4 executives, or when you sponsor 8 people personally who are distributors, okay, so then minimum, all of them need to be at least 100 points in personal group volume, in the packages, right? So Pearl is when you have 8 executives, minimum 2 on one side, 6 on the other, or 12 personally sponsored level 1. So minimum 3 on one side, 9 on the other, or any combination thereof after that. It is important, that you double check again the personal group volume. So the volume, though, for example, in this, let's go to Sapphire. We'll talk about that. So this is Sapphire. You need 12 personal executives. Okay. on your level 1. So the group volume, though, calculates infinitely deep. This is something that's very powerful. So it's not only about you having 12 people that become executives. You need to work with whoever's working and their team, the people below them, okay, on your level 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever level, because they can create the volume for you. There is, you know, a block volume rule. If somebody achieves faster than you, at that moment, the volume is blocked after that, but before you can keep accumulating the volume. So I would highly encourage you, if you want to review it with your leader, if you're gonna shoot for Jade, Pearl, Sapphire, and up, you definitely need to review it with your leader. So Sapphire 25 is when you're Sapphire and cycle 25 times a month. So either May or June, you cycle 25 times. Sapphire 50, like I already mentioned, 50 times a month cycling. Sapphire Elite 100 cycles. Ruby Director, you got to have 2 Sapphire legs. So if you're a Sapphire and you have 2 legs that have Sapphire in them, either the first level or down, doesn't matter, and you cycle 200 times a month, either May or June, extra $10,000 if you can have a group volume of personal group volume of 75,000 points. Okay, now I'm gonna play a little game right now. So maybe I can give you a little bit of a vision of how to create the volume. Is that good? All right. So how do you achieve that group volume? 75,000 points seems a lot of points. All right. So this is what I would say. All right. So what I'm going to do is let me unshare it for a second. All right. So the way I would recommend that you have a right perspective on achieving the volume is that, again, it's PGV, personal group volume. That means not only you or your level 1s, everybody else that's through that line or like a bloodline. You know, if I give birth to somebody that's level 1, right? And they, you know, sponsors in their team, maybe they're level 1, level 2, etc., all the way down. Okay, so all the volume is counted in your group, your personal group. So how do you achieve 75,000 in volume, right, over 2 months? Well, a good way to look at it is, number 1, well, the attitude is never be afraid of the big number. Let's break it down. I'm going to show you now, right? So 75,000. Let's talk about an interesting package called, for example, the Supreme Package. Most of us know that's the Supreme Package, wherever country they're in, it's roughly around $500 US and 300 points in volume, okay? So 300 points in volume, if we take the calculator, I'm going to do it right now in front of you. If we take 75,000 points that you need to achieve over in May to June, okay? Divided by how many Supreme Pack is that? That's 250 Supreme Pack. That's a lot, right? Okay, so how are you gonna have 250 people in your group sign up, buy that Supreme Pack, 300 points each? How are you gonna do that? Well, let's break it down. What if you had 25 people in your group and they go out over 2 months' time? Okay, you know, sponsor 10 people each, all with the Supreme Pack. That's 5 packages a month, right? For those 25 people. Think about that. Is it doable? Is it possible? Yeah, it's possible. All right. So now let's break it down further. What if, you know, what if though, if you do like a jumbo pack, which is 400 points, 75,000 divided by 400. That's 188 packages, okay? So 188, if we divide it by, let's say, 30 people, if you have 30 people, sponsor 6 to 7 jumbo packs in 2 months, you can hit that 75,000. Now we can even bring it further, because those people, again, it's not you doing it, it's the whole group. Some people, they'll be sponsoring people in ambassador pack or higher, which is maybe 5,000 points. 500 points, maybe 1,000 points, depending on the country where they are. So if it's 1,000 points per package, 75 people enroll in your group somewhere, so in whatever country, okay? And not today, but over 2 months from now to the end of June, right? Where you will be able to achieve that 75,000 PGV. So once you start breaking the numbers down, it makes it possible, all right? So let me go back and share the PowerPoint with you so we can keep moving. It is very interesting. It's a lot of fun, okay? So I like to play with all these numbers to see how it's possible. So obviously, as we go to Emerald, the points are a little bit more, 175,000, right? And that's 500 cycles a month you need to do anyway. So to do that, you already need to do at least 150,000 points in one leg, right? To be Emerald, if you have one big leg, or not, if you have 2 legs, you need to achieve that already automatically. Same thing as a diamond, 350,000 points, you need to cycle 1,000 times automatically. You already can achieve that $20,000. It's huge. So, personal group volume, again, is the group volume from your personal team and down. Personal group cumulative for this promotion is over the 2 months, right? PGV is cumulative for the promotion. What is new PGV? PGV is defined as PGV accrued during the promotional period, April 30th to June 30th, okay? So any purchase people buy counts, right? So what is pay rank? That's the rank you are paid at on April 30th, 11:59 p.m. So where you find it? Well, here, all the email announcement, the J Office report, training PowerPoint, infographics, overview, and FAQ. They're all in your back office under getting started, okay, under J Cloud. So it's very clear that this is provided by the company. So the thing is, look, if you want to make anywhere from $75,000 to $20,000, you got to take the action. But here's the amazing thing, and I want to make sure you understand how the promotion works. Look, how to achieve it, it's about enrolling people in your team to take action together. Nobody can achieve it by themselves. So I'm a double diamond today because I have amazing partners around the world who are double diamonds, emerald, ruby, sapphire, pearl, jade. I'm inspired by them all the time. Everybody come from many situations, but all of them find a way to make it happen, to take the action. And then look, it's easier to do it in a group. So it's not about your level 1 or 2. It's about everybody in the group. If everybody, okay, let's go back to the slide. Maybe I can explain this will be easier, okay? Let me go to the slide. 1 second. Let me fix the slide so that we can get to properly. All right, here we are at the beginning. All right, let's have some fun here, right? And the last point I will talk about on the PowerPoint. So we need to take some notes. Okay. So let's talk about the first 4 ranks here. So anywhere from executive, right? Executive, jade, pearl, sapphire. Now, if you look at the PGV, all right? So you need 250 PGV to qualify as executive to make that $75. Now, if you want to hit jade, if you're executive, you want to hit jade, and you need 750 PGV. If you have 3 people that below you, okay, that achieve their executive for 250 PGV each, 250 times 3 people who achieve that promotion, automatically you will have 750 PGV. Think about that. Wait a second, right? Can we add it up? Well, to become Pearl, to qualify, you need 2,500 PGV, all right? So 2,500 PGV, how many people you need? 2,500 PGV divided by 750, for example. Okay, if you have 3 or 4 people in your group who achieve the J promotion, maybe a combination J executive promotion, 3, 4, 5 people in your group that achieve it, you will hit that 2,500 PGV automatically. That's beside your own production. That's beside the new people signing up with you. So how do you achieve the 4,500 PGV? Well, how many people, if you have 2 people in your group that achieve the Pearl, they achieve the 2,500 and you achieve your Sapphire, that their volume can count for you, you make that 1,500. That's how it works. So you know what? So what you can do now is, if you have a team already that's growing, find out who wants to make the money. Okay, it doesn't matter what rank. The next rank, let's say, or 2, some people, they want 2 or 3 ranks above where they are because they have the whole 2 months to do it. Put those people on the top of your list. You need to work with them now. Help them achieve it, you automatically achieve it. And of course, you need to go out. You got to work the business. You got to share it until you have no time to share the business personally, because maybe then your team is busy looking to you for help. So I hope this talk, have given you some motivation, inspiration to ignite that motivation, to take some action. You know what? It is possible. Okay? So you got to go out and do it. How do we do it? More meaning mean more money. Leverage, leverage, leverage. Use the system. All right? Now, maybe at this time, thank you, Dennis. Hello, Dennis. Welcome back.
Oh, Samson,
Hi.
wow, what a great explanation. Thank you so much. Everybody's getting excited now.
Well, I'm glad.
Yeah, it is very exciting. Well, that's good. I think many people around the world now, and this is a global opportunity. Yeah, doesn't matter where you are.
That's right.
Yeah, so that's great. His offer is amazing. Well, I think some of the partner in the group right now may have some questions about well, I'm still new. What is a really realistic target rank I should set just in 2 months? What target should I set?
Okay, that's a good question, right?
Yeah.
Well, in this business, the truth is that, for example, a lot of people in North America ask, how come the people in Asia are so fast? Now, of course, me and you, we're both Asian, right? Happen to that, we're both from Hong Kong, yeah? I live in the States for, 40 plus years now. Well, the difference, you know what the difference is? Why are they so fast in Asia? Because they spend more time and effort. That's it. Let me tell you. Look, imagine if we're living in Taiwan or Malaysia. If we have a job, we're only making 5 to maybe 6 to 700 US dollar a month. All right. So yeah, if I can make 1,000 here, why not? I would do it full time, right? So in North America, we're a little bit different because the living standard is higher. So a lot of people, they're working their job. They need 3 to 4 to 5,000 a month to live minimum for themselves, right? If not, they have to share rooms, right? Share apartment, whatever. So it's purely the time and effort. So my answer would be that, well, here's an opportunity to spend more time learning, to spend as much time as you want, to spend any time that you want, or to spend whatever time you have to achieve your goal. So if you're brand new, you know what? Set the goal higher. Les Brown can say, you know what? Don't worry about aiming for the moon. If you miss, you can still land among the stars. Okay? Wow. Don't worry. Look, if 2 months, if you set your goal to be Sapphire, and dang it, you hit Pearl, you still make money.
Yes.
If you put the action, right? And I would say also, in addition to this, is the faster you do the business, the faster you learn. The more you leverage, the more you learn, the more money you can make faster. So I would say always stretch, challenge yourself. See, winners, they like to challenge themselves. Stretch, because you know what? If you stretch, for sure you will achieve something. Achieve something is better than achieving nothing, right? So stretch, you can do it. Yes. Don't worry.
Yeah, so well, whoever in the meeting right now, in the webinar right now, stretch your goal. Just achieve it. If you don't hit the moon, you still land on the star. That's it.
Right. Yeah, and you know what? If you hit it, the journey the energy that you put in, the excitement, the determination, the consistency, the persistency, all that motivation that you had inside your heart, that you want to get it out, the idea that you want to change, the desire, the hunger. You know what you're going to do if you achieve it? You got to share it. That's what makes real glory, you know? There's no glory in just sitting back and watching. There's real glory in trying. You can only try your best. But here, you're going to be doing with the best of the best in the industry. So, got to go for it.
Thank you so much. Well, also one other question, maybe it's a lot of, I see some of my new partner ask also, with this, you know, pandemic, everybody's locked down at home, you know, this is a people business. How can we, you know, leverage, how can we do business? I cannot meet people, I cannot have coffee. How can we do this?
Well, don't ask how, because that question, okay, when you ask, most people, when they ask that question, it's more of an excuse. You know, within the last month or two, we got, you know, 3 or 4 new diamonds and 1 triple diamond, actually another double diamond in the company the last 2 or 3 months. So you think, how did they do it? It's beyond the question. But if you never start, you never do. So if you, it's more important, it's not about how. It's about you want or not. Right? It's simple. You want or not, make your decision. You want, then ask your group leader, your sponsor, your group leader. I want it. I commit to it. I need your time. I need your knowledge. Show me exactly what to do. Give me the numbers. How many people do I need to talk to share this with, to achieve my goal? What is the ballpark? Give me some idea. What do I need to do? Can you coach me? Ask. Yeah.
Asking is the one of the most important thing. Don't just do it yourself. It's a teamwork. Yeah. It is the teamwork. Wow.
Right. I mean, Dennis, look. You are Ruby. I'm Double Diamond, right? But how many times I've asked you questions of how you're doing in the business? How do you do the business?
Yes.
I have done that too, right? So, exactly. So that's the thing. You know, the more we ask, the more we learn. Right? And then the more we can make.
Well, I see a question in the chat right now that is from Sanjay, asking, I'm talking to 10 to 12 people every day. Is that good?
That's great. So make sure, you know, you talk with your sponsor, you know, to go over or your upline leader, how you are approaching them. Is it the right way? Did you follow the training? And then is it smooth? Refine it. Make it better over time. Invite them, pique interest, invite to a showcase over. Make appointments, you know, to show the business. It doesn't have to be only from the Zoom that we have here. I have other groups that are doing, quote unquote, a social club where maybe 15 to 20 people just get on the Zoom and talk. And a few of the members, they share the business, they share the products, they share the story. They share how where they come from and how they achieved it. You know, you can invite people to stuff like that, or it could be a formal presentation like normally that we have on in English, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Sunday. You know, other people are presenting themselves too, and then we also have Mandarin and Cantonese. It's amazing. People are so busy now. You have no idea.
Yes, I know. I'm not sure how many Zoom meeting am I today already. So
yeah. And I think Dennis, the last thing I would say is, if you talk to a lot of people, the money is in the follow-up. Okay. Yeah. So for example, like what I love to do, if I talk to a friend of mine, I say, you know, hey, I know if I invited them to, let's say, watch a webinar, right? I would say, hey, after you watch, let's talk right away, all right? And then I arrange for my sponsor upline to be ready to talk to them after the webinar also. I just let them know, hey, you know, I have a friend of mine, he's going to be on the webinar. I might need your help to answer some, to help them and help me answer some questions for them. Can you be open to that? That's how we leverage. So I make the appointment before. Once I invite it to the webinar, I make sure that the person I invite, we're going to talk after the webinar. Also, my sponsor or leader is ready to help me after the webinar. And then I just put them on the phone right away, or another Zoom right away, just like this.
Well, what happened if someone say, no, I'm more comfortable talking to you instead of a stranger?
Well, you know what? Yeah, I know, because we're close friends, but I don't have all the information. I don't want to give you the wrong answer, and there's a lot to the business. It's best that we hear with my business partner. Me and my partner, we've gone back a long way. And I trust her as I trust you. So they know 100% of the information. Let's say, for example, you, Dennis, my business partner, Dennis, has been, around 3 or 4 years. He's done very well, travel all over the world for this business. He has 100% of the information. If you want to ask about the product, oh, he knows all of it. If you want to ask how to make money, he's making good money. You got to hear it from him.
Well, that's what your seminar, your training right now is the identification, yeah? How you identify, and also the belief, yeah?
Yeah, that's right. That's right. So, it all starts within ourselves,
Yeah, it's all go back to our fundamental, skills.
That's right. That's right. That's right. The foundational skills. Yep.
Yeah, thank you so much, Samson. Do we have any more question, or? Yeah, maybe. Yes, that says. Well, I think that Sanjay is follow up. She's doing a lot of inviting to the webinar already. So it is great. Yeah. So the key thing is how to follow up afterward.
That's right. That's right. Make sure you pave the way to follow up. I mean, ahead of time. So, like I described earlier, and then I guess maybe one of the things I would encourage is that the edification you use in the follow-up when you put your business partner on the line to help you answer the question for the new person. That's the easiest way. If you do that 5, 10, 15, 20 times, you realize something. Everybody have all the same questions. 5, 10, 20 times after doing that, you know all the answers yourself. Okay? But the whole key is this, why you want to do that. Because you know why? If you do that, the new person, let's say your friend comes into the business, and they go about doing the same thing, they invite people to the webinar. You know what they're going to do? They will also use you to help them answer the question.
I see.
That makes it easy. It's easy. The question is, you want to do it the hard way or the easy way? Yes. The follow-up is important.
There's one more question pop up right now. Is in the follow-up, what video can we send to people to inspire them to take decision?
Well, it's never a video or a webinar. Again, it's a matter of if they see what they want. Okay, so you got to know what they want. It's almost like an art. It's like a conversation. What do you really want? I remember many years ago, I specifically, when I talked to somebody, and let's say if they're open, I asked if they're open first, right? What if you can change? What if you can make a change? You see, it sounds so frustrated. It's in such fear. How long you could be living that way? So I consciously think, I want to get to know them. I want to know what their pain is. How can I help? And that's how I go. How can I help? I'm just a thing. If you're open, then you know what? I think this webinar can help you make more money. This webinar can help you have more time. This platform has helped many people. And I tell stories of people like you, Dennis. People like Kim, people like Yvonne. These people, they've all came from just normal life, from a financial industry, from a corporate background. From you were the top guy in your company in Canada. You worked for so many years and so hard working for example, I know working for a Japanese company. Oh my gosh, it's like, I mean, it's like, there's a lot of jobs besides. My sister works for Microsoft, and you work for Japanese. It's like slave drivers, right? They want to, max you out, right? But is that the right way to live life? A lot of people are reconsidering that now, especially when they have more time at home. So this is the right time, and hope that all of you out there take advantage of it.
Well, that's so true. So thank you so much, Samson, tonight for the great, webinar, great seminar that they're teaching us, coaching us how to get our goal, to set the goal, how to achieve. Well, if we all work for this 2 months, it might really change our life in the rest of my life. Yeah.
That's, you know what? Most businesses, most people in our business, okay, they achieve the first 3 to 6 months, help them set up the success for the next 5 years. Most of the people that are making big money with me, they all came in within the first 6 months to a year of my business.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, okay. I mean, yeah. So that's actually how it works. That's how important it is, you know. And you know, there's such a need out there now. There's such uncertainty, fear, anxiety. People don't know what to do. You know, they're sitting at home, either they're afraid to go outside or even to the doctor's office. I heard today people are actually afraid to go see a doctor. And then now though, the collateral damage is the economics. So people are difficult. I mean, even if we talk about opening up, it's going to take time, right? I mean, there's a pent up demand, but there's still 20 to 30 million people in the US that's unemployed. And the longer we stay locked down around the world, the more people are going to be unemployed. So, you know, we started our platform in 2009 at the height of the financial crisis back then.
Well,
right?
That's true. Yeah.
And we grew it big. We double our sales every year for the first 5-6 years. That's how we hit $1 billion. From 30+ million the first year, we double every year. We hit $1 billion by our 5th to 6th year. And last 5 years, we maintain more than $1 billion each. This year, I don't know, because again, you know, it doesn't matter how big the platform it is. Are we going to hit $1 billion? Well, we will see. Who knows? But you know, people need the opportunity for sure, and the health, and the health.
Yes, that's true.
Right. That's right.
Well, thank you so much, Samson. I think we hit the time. Well, folks, you know, if you're out there, you heard from the best, you know, in our industry, in our platform right now. 10 years ago, when the similar situation, he made his life change right now. So now is our time, you know, just to go out, that to do what we need to do in this time. Next few years, we will set all our goals, achieve our goal, and get it out and start talking to people. Okay. Thank you so much, Samson.
Thank you, Dennis.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, everybody. God bless. Take care of yourself out there.
Thank you very much. Thank you, everybody. Well,
bye-bye now.
Bye-bye.